All right, it is a new release day, and it's a good one. We've got Contenders football, which is one of my personal favorites. I think probably one of everybody's personal favorites. It's a great product. And then Dominion basketball. They're not going to be in that order, but both of those are new release items today. We're going to be busting into them tonight, along with some autographed jerseys. Before we get started ripping into things, let's go over our information here real quickly. So feedback, guys, automated. So anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get it in return. And of course, the second part there is to say thank you. I do appreciate everyone who bids and breaks and chats and hangs out with me, keeps me company and all that. Of course, we had a break earlier today where we caught up on all of our Leaf Ultimate Draft and had some awesome hits out of there, hoping for more of the same tonight. So here's what's coming up in the days ahead. Tomorrow night, we're going to break a 4th and Goal football box. It's got 4 autographed memorabilia items in it and a 12-box case of Optic football. On Sunday, a half case of tristar Hidden Treasures autographed mini football helmets. That's the back half of a case we started a couple of days ago. We will break Ultimate Draft baseball again on Sunday and Contenders football again on Sunday. On Monday, we're going to dive into some more Leaf Best of Football. We'll then have a 2nd case of Dominion basketball and an 8th case of Bowman's Best Baseball. That is all on Monday. On Tuesday, we're going to open a Hit Parade autographed batting helmet, but with a twist. It is their new double header product. So we've got 2 autographed helmets in there, actually. One is a full-size batting helmet. One is a miniature-size batting helmet. We'll also open a pair of Gold Rush autographed mini football helmets. 2 of those paired together in one break. What else? A Leaf autographed football jersey on Tuesday and a 3rd case of Contenders football Tuesday night. On Wednesday, we'll open a 4th case of Leaf Ultimate Draft and a 4th case of Leaf Best of Football. So that's what our days ahead look like. Here's our information for tonight. There's a lot of stuff to note on here, so let's try and hit the high points. First of all, we have 3 breaks tonight that have free shipping. Anytime you do a break with me and it has completely free shipping, I always project it to go out about a week after the fact. Now that means it's the latest it will go out, okay? So it often goes out sooner than that, but it will go out to you no later than Friday the 18th, a week from today, but again, most likely sooner. That applies to the baseball jersey, the football jersey, and the basketball jersey. Also in those jersey breaks, if your team is not the team pulled, you are entitled to a consolation trading card. It can be from any year and any series. Because those are free shipping breaks, typically I hold on to your consolation cards until the next time that you have a package headed out the door. I do keep track of it for a rolling 90-day period. If you're in one of those jersey breaks, your team is not pulled, and you don't want to wait for the next package to go out, and you want your consolation card right away, all you need to do is send me a message and let me know that. I will gladly take care of it for you. Our paid shipping breaks tonight, that is Dominion basketball, Contenders football, should be on the way to you no later than Tuesday the 15th. If possible, I will get it out to you sooner, but to be on the safe side, we're going to project it for Tuesday and hope that I can get it out a little faster. And of course, Contenders, every team is going to pull cards. In Dominion, it's possible somebody could not pull something, and if you happen to get skunked in Dominion, any consolation cards you're due will ship out with the rest of the break, since that is a paid shipping break. So first up tonight is a 2018 Gold Rush autographed baseball jersey. This is break number 32. Everything we are opening tonight ended tonight, the 11th of January. You'll find the team names are on the left-hand side, the winning bidders on the right-hand side. And in any instance where you see something that says no bids buyback, there's several of them in this first break coming up, that just means no one gave that team a forever home. No one wanted to adopt it. So if something were to come out and be for one of those unsold teams, then it's just simply going to hang out here with me. Otherwise, goes out the door to you. New spreadsheet will go up before the start of every break, so if you're not in this one, not to worry. You're going to see your name up there shortly. Last but not least, you might have noticed that your background went slightly out of focus. That's by design. I don't use autofocus, and that's me messing around setting the manual focus. All right, so Greg is here. Jay Allen is here. Oh, Jay Allen's not here, but Greg says that Jay Allen says hello. All right, well, that's weird. How come Jay Allen didn't say hello to us? We're where's Jay Allen? So he's like hanging out with you, but he's not going to chat with us. I miss Jay Allen too. We haven't seen him in chat in what, like 4 or 5 days, I think. Oh no, I was beginning to think he like wandered off to warmer parts of the world for a while. Although at least in the Carolinas, he's probably warmer than us anyway. Greg, you've got the Nuggets and the Rams, and you're also looking for the Orioles, and Ezekiel is here, and Greg says that Jay Allen is asleep. Well, okay then. Well, that's understandable. That's understandable. He does have to get up so early every day. All right, this looks like Tim Raines coming out, kids. There is your JSA authentication, your JSA sticker. The sticker on the item is the most important part. The card is replaceable. The sticker on the item, not so much. So that is a Tim Raines autographed jersey. Of course, Montreal Expos, hopefully everyone knows. The former Montreal Expos are the current Washington Nationals. And of course, cards and items always stay with their teams. So Montreal Expos goes to the Nationals. So the Nationals have a nice Tim Raines autographed jersey tonight. And if you ever have any questions, guys, about how that works, like franchises that have been renamed, relocated, you know, players in collegiate uniforms, all that stuff, you can find all of that and more at the bottom of every listing in the special circumstances area. All right, so we just went over this for a second ago. I feel like everybody's seen it. If you haven't, please glance up there and take it in and hit me up with any questions that you might have. 2018 TriStar Game Day Greats Autograph Football Jersey, break number 33. Same format that you are accustomed to there, and a couple of unsold teams in here as well. Looks like the Bengals, the Jags, and the Buccaneers are our unsold teams here in TriStar. We haven't opened up TriStar in a while either. We were opening them by the case for a while. We opened a lot by the case. And I'm out of full cases right now. But we do still have some individual jerseys hanging around here. So that way we can still have a little fun. And if I can find some more by the case, I might bring us in some more full cases if I can run any down. Greg, you're hoping for the Jets, but this is blue and white, so I'm thinking we're either going to have a Cowboy or a Colt. And we have ourselves Sean Lee, who is a Dallas Cowboy. And there is your signature on the jersey. And, of course, nameplate there. Where's our authentication? Got a JSA authentication card inside, and there's your JSA authentication sticker down there on the bottom. So Sean Lee is our jersey hit for tonight for the Dallas Cowboys. This is, of course, a custom jersey. So many of our jerseys, of course, as you know, are custom jerseys. Every once in a while we get lucky and either find an authentic one, or sometimes I actually pay more and buy the authentic. I don't mean authentic, that's not the right word, because they're all, you know, the signatures are authentic. I mean the licensed is what I mean to say, that have the, you know, logos on them and such. Once again, our shipping schedule and information about consolation cards. If you didn't see it before, take a look at it now. Let me know if you have questions. This is a 2018 Gold Rush Autograph Basketball jersey, and this is break number 6. Same format, also ended tonight, Friday night, the 11th of January. Once again, some unsold teams in here. Anything were to come out for an unsold team would stay with me. Anything that otherwise is sold is going to be heading out the door to one of you sometime in the next few days. So, Greg, you are looking for, what, you said the Jets. Well, there's not Jets in here. So you must have meant in the last one. And maybe I didn't, did I see that while ago? Maybe I did see that one. And then, oh, the Bulls. Okay, I went in the wrong direction. I'm reading the wrong direction. You need the Bulls in here. And Griffin's here. Hi, Griffin. Griffin, you're looking for the Packers in Contenders. Did you pick them up tonight in Contenders football? Perhaps? All right, our basketball jersey, JSA authenticated. There is your signature for that. Oh boy, this is like got all kinds of inscriptions and all kinds of stuff on it. And it is Jahlil Okafor. And he's got his signature there, an NCAA champs inscription, the year, JSA authenticated sticker there. This is, of course, a collegiate jersey. As you can see, that is signed on a Duke jersey. So that means it's going to go to the current team for Jahlil Okafor. I can't get this folded back right. And I know he was traded. Where'd he end up, guys? Is he with the Pelicans? I don't know. Let's go look it up. I'm going to look that up. You hang tight there for a second while I see where he went. And, of course, that's where the jersey will go once again. Comes that same thing into play, where we are talking about that special circumstances area down at the bottom of every listing description will tell you how all of that works. So let me just pull him up. NBA.com, of course, is where we go to determine current teams for current players. I believe he's a New Orleans Pelican these days, but I'm not 100% sure, so that's what I'm going to go find out. And let's see here. Yes, it is showing Jahlil Okafor is currently a New Orleans Pelican, which is what I thought, but I was not 100% sure. I just knew he had been traded from the Sixers, and he has been. So the Jahlil Okafor on the Duke signed collegiate jersey going to the current team of the Pelicans. So Pelicans with our basketball jersey. Let me get these moved out of the way, then we're going to roll into Dominion basketball. All right, and of course, Dominion basketball just came out today. This is our second year for Dominion. Last year was its its debut, if you will, for that particular product. And one more time, anybody that did not see this prior, the free shipping stuff should be on the way to you no later than Friday. If you were the lucky person who hit one of those a week from today, probably sooner, but no later than that. And hopefully sooner, but no later than Tuesday, Dominion basketball and Contenders football should be on the way to you. And of course, consolation card information you can see there at the top. You can also hit me up if you have any questions about it. I think it's fairly self-explanatory. And of course, we've gone over it a couple times here too. 6 boxes of 18-19 Dominion basketball. Full case break. Break number 1. Ended tonight. Released today. Friday the 11th. Thank goodness the FedEx man, managed to show up. Those of you who happened to do that 6 o'clock break with me when we were making up for the Leaf Ultimate Draft Baseball, those cases we had to break earlier tonight, you know what time FedEx got here, because I had to stop in the break for a minute and run down there and get the stuff. He was so late. I was getting a little stressed. I'm like, dang, I mean, that guy's always here. He's a new guy, this particular FedEx guy, but usually he's here by 3 o'clock, 3:30. UPS is typically the one kind of bringing up the rear, so to speak. So I was getting a little flipped out that I hadn't seen that guy. Oh, no. But he showed up. We got all our stuff, so that's what matters. All right. Jordan is here. Hi, Jordan. Greg, you said Jay Allen won tonight, so he hit one of the jerseys then, I take it? You're his stand-in tonight, his proxy, if you will, in chat tonight. So, well, good. I'm glad. I know he's been on a bit of a run lately where he wasn't having as good a luck, and so I'm glad we found something for him tonight. Jordan, you need to find Doncic. Okay. Greg needs Nuggets and Pistons. Ezekiel says, yeah, he wants to see another Luka too. Yeah. We all want to see Luka, man. You know, you just want to see him come out of everything because it's fun to pull the big hits. All right, so Dominion. Most of you probably remember this product from last year. It's a pretty high-end little deal. We're going to be looking for 3 autograph cards and 1 memorabilia card per box. And then, of course, we've got a few other little odds and ends like this. This is numbered to 25, which is our Nurkic for the Trailblazers base card numbered. We've got metal cards this year. That one for the Hawks, and it is Kevin Huerter. I like the way they put this sticker on there because, you know, like every year, every time we find one of these in various products, you always have to explain. It looks, you know, bad right now because it's got this coating on it, and when you peel it off, blah blah blah. So finally, they got smart and like put a sticker on there that tells people peel off the coating. It will look much better when you peel off the coating. For the Cavaliers, we have, oh boy. Well, for the Cavaliers, we have this guy, whose name I cannot pronounce and not even going to attempt. It's numbered to 49, and there he is. So, yeah, I can't say his name. Sorry, kids. We all know I'm really bad with pronouncing the names, even the easy ones. Zaire Smith and the 76ers. That is numbered to 15. Nice low number. Autograph and relic coming out. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are in business. You already hit a nice metal card, but how about this? We get your Trae Young hit out of the way early on. That is numbered to 199. You do have a two-tone black-gray relic up there. It's a little hard to see, but it is there. And then your hard-signed autograph. Our relic out of this box is the Clippers, Jerome Robinson. That one is numbered to 99. So that's box 1 of Dominion out of the way. Rolling on down the line here into box 2. Our pack is like scooted way up there in the Netherlands, nether regions, whatever I'm trying to say. It's scooted far away. That's what I'm trying to say. Didn't stay where it was supposed to. Our base card is numbered to 25. Once again, that is Aaron Gordon for the Magic. Our metal card comes out with Hammy Diallo, little Hamadou, for the Oklahoma City Thunder is your rookie metal card. The Washington Wizards have a hit with Troy Brown Jr. That is numbered to 199. Hard signed autograph and relic. Robert Williams III and the Celtics. That is numbered to 199 as well. And basically, guys, just assume these are hard signed autographs unless I, tell you it's a sticker. Otherwise, you can assume that it is a hard sign. Hey, Buckeye, what's happening? Michael Porter Jr. Now, that one is a sticker. Speaking of, that is for the Denver Nuggets, and it is numbered to 49. And we have Robert Williams coming out again for the Celtics. This one is a relic, and it is numbered to 99. So, Buckeye, I had some correspondence with the other person involved in that Leaf Ultimate Case Break number 1. But I did not have time to email you back before this break. But I'll take care of it the way that I proposed in the message I sent you before that break. I'll handle it like that. We'll get you squared away tonight or tomorrow. So we'll get you all sorted out. All right, we have numbered to 25. Our base card is for the Orlando Magic. That is Evan Fournier. Yeah, Buckeye, I appreciate you, man. Your flexibility in that was awesome, and I appreciate it very much. And for sure, we're going to get you some good mojo headed your way and make up for it. There's Musa for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's your metal card. We have a hit for the Phoenix Suns with Okabo, numbered to 199. Got a relic and hard-signed autograph. And why not just keep going with the Suns? It's a Phoenix kind of box. Mikal Bridges comes out next. That is also to 199. For the T-Wolves, Karl Anthony Towns. Nice hit for Minnesota, man. That is all kinds of awesome. That is numbered to 10 as well. So T-Wolves, like, nice hit. I know it's hard to see the numbering on some of these. I have to kind of change the angle for whatever reason. The way the light hits it, it can be difficult at times on certain cards to see the numbering. So that's why I move it around a little bit sometimes. For the Nuggets, Jared Vanderbilt. That is numbered to 99 with your relic for Denver. Buckeye, you got the Chargers tonight in contenders. Okay, so that's where you want your mojo fully directed to the Chargers and contenders. Okay. All right. I will do my best to channel it. Try to get it headed in the right direction for you. Numbered to 25 for the Jazz, you have Ricky Rubio as our base card. The metal card here, Mo Bamba for the Magic. You knew you weren't getting out of there without a Mo Bamba, because I hit that guy all the time. That looks like it should be numbered, doesn't it? Was that numbered? Oh, yeah, it's a 1 of 1. Holy cow. Like, well, they're all numbered, I guess, but I mean, I meant numbered other than to 199. So yeah, the Mo Bamba that keeps following me around, well, there it is again. It's a 1 of 1 Mo Bamba metal card for the Magic. Like, what is it about that guy? We've just kind of got the touch with him for some reason. He's coming out of every break. And we've hit his 1 of 1 in lots of different products too. Really strange. Gary Trent Jr., that one is a sticker. That is for the Trailblazers. It is numbered to 49 with your relic and sticker autograph on it. The Celtics, Robert Parrish. And that is numbered to 25. That's a cool little throwback hit there for the Boston Celtics with the Robert Parrish. Jacob Evans III for the Golden State Warriors. Another 1 of 1. How about that, kids? So that's our second 1 of 1 out of this case. So if you've got the Warriors, your Jacob Evans. A nice little 1 of 1 touch for you. Chicago Bulls, Chandler Hutchison. That one is a sticker as well. And is Chandler numbered? I'm turning it like it is, but it's actually numbered right there. I looked in the wrong spot. It is numbered to 49 for Chandler Hutchison and the Bulls. And here we've got, a little quad relic. It is numbered to 10. Mo Wagner, Shamet for the Sixers, Williams for the Celtics, and Jacob Evans for the Warriors. This card is numbered to 10. And here's how this is going to work. Those are nice relics too. For someone to take this card outright, you have to own 51% or more of the teams. So since there are 4 teams, that means one person would have to own 3 of the 4 teams on the card. If no one meets that criteria of owning 51% or more of those teams, then we'll go to random.org to award that card. And in that case, we would type in all 4 of the teams. I would go from top to bottom on the card, which would be Lakers, Sixers, Celtics, Warriors. And then I will hit random 3 different times. The first 2 would not count. Only the third and final random would count and tell us where that card is going to go. So we don't, this is our first base card that isn't a gold one. It is numbered to 75. It's Rudy Gobert and the Jazz. The Hornets, Miles Bridges with our metal card. Once again, guys, these have got, the plastic coating on them. When you peel that stuff off, they're going to look obviously a little nicer than they do under the plastic. T-Wolves hit again. Okoji to 49. Or Okoji. Which is it? Okoji, maybe. I don't know. Okoji. I don't know. You know I'm going to get it wrong. I've heard it a million times. I can't say it right. Artis Gilmore. And, oh boy, we're going to have to research that. The Kentucky Colonels were part of the ABA. That's numbered to 49. And some of the teams went on to become NBA teams, and some of them went defunct. And sometimes the player themselves, even if the team went defunct, the player went on to an NBA team. So we're going to have to look up dear old Artis Gilmore and the Kentucky Colonels. We'll do it at the end of the break. If the Colonels became an NBA team, it would go to whatever the current name and location is of the NBA team that the Colonels became. If they didn't ever become one, then it's going to go to whatever team Artis Gilmore played for the longest in the NBA. That is numbered to 49. It is Kevin Huerter for the Hawks. And if Artis Gilmore never played for the NBA, which I don't think is the case, then we would give it out by way of random. Okay, so that's how that works. For the Trailblazers, we have Sabonis, and it is numbered to 15. Got a nice tricolor relic down there at the bottom for the Blazers, and low number autograph to 15. 76ers and Markelle Fultz. That poor guy. He is jacked up, man. Hopefully they get him sorted out. That is numbered to 10. Nice relic as well for the Philadelphia 76ers. All right, we are last box mojo time. Let's see what we can find in here. Let's make it good. Buckeye, you said you were reading that the Bills are talking about trading Rosen and moving up to get Murray. You mean the Cardinals trading Rosen and moving up to get Murray? You said the Bills, but I'm assuming you mean the Cardinals. Well, I mean they wouldn't have to, or you mean the Bill? Wait a minute. The Bills aren't going to want to take him, so I think you meant the Cardinals are talking about trading Rosen and taking Murray. Well, the new coach of the Cardinals, which is Cliff Kingsbury, I mean, he's a big fan of Kyler Murray, and the Arizona Cardinals do have the #1 pick in the draft. I would be surprised if they gave up on Josh Rosen, but I don't know. I guess if you get enough for him in trade, maybe. Lauri Markkanen to 75. That is for the Bulls. Next up, DiVincenzo, our metal card for the Bucks. I hope the mojo carries over to contenders too. I agree with you on that. This one is numbered to 49, by the way, on the DiVincenzo for the Bucks. Buckeye, you said the Colonels did not ever merge into the NBA. I kind of didn't think that they became an NBA team. I was kind of thinking that they did not, but I always, you know me, I always look that stuff up and try to make sure. Sidney Moncrief for the Bucks. That one numbered to 49. A redemption, which we're going to set right up there to the side. Here comes Mo Bamba again. The guy sticks to me like glue. For the Magic, numbered to 49. And another quad relic. This quad relic is numbered to 99. It is Michael Porter Jr., Robert Williams, Jared Vanderbilt, and Hemi Diallo. So you have the Nuggets, and the Nuggets have two teams on here, or two guys on here, then the Celtics and the Thunder. So whoever owns the Nuggets, if they also owned either one of the other two teams, they would be able to take that outright, having 3 of the 4 spots on the card. But again, if no one owns 3 of the 4, you know the drill. So we've got a few little housekeeping things to attend to here. First off, we're going to flip our redemption, find out who's on the other side of that. We will go to the Panini website and verify it, even though we're probably going to know where it goes. We're going to do that anyway. All right, Sam Perkins is who comes up for Pureless Jersey Autographs. Sam Perkins is a bit of a throwback, isn't it? And I don't really know where that goes, but guess what? We're going to go find out. Yeah, we are. I gotta, oops, I moved me. I didn't move you, did I? I gotta move you too. If we're going together, I have to move you at the same time. All right, so, oh, you said you meant Josh Allen, not Josh Rosen. I got you. Well, that makes more sense. So you're saying that the Bills are potentially wanting to trade Josh Rosen and then trade up and get Kyler Murray. All right, what did I just select there? I think I hit, no, I'm in the right place. I don't know. I lost track of what I was doing there for a minute, sorry. Peerless Jersey Autographs. It is card number 39 is Sam Perkins. And it says the Dallas Mavericks, number 249. Let me label that up real quickly here. Next up, we've got some things to go look at on our spreadsheet to figure out how those are going to go. So, actually, I tell you what. I tell you what we're going to do. Before we even do that, let me look up Artist Gilmore real quickly. So I'm going to leave you sit here for a second. And I cannot see chat at this moment, guys, while I'm looking this up, okay? So hang tight here for a moment. And I'm working on the Artist Gilmore card. So please just bear with me. And we'll make sure what's going on here. All right, so yeah, the correct, we were both on that the Colonels did not move over to the NBA. They were ABA only, so we don't have to worry about that component of it. It did not become any NBA team, so now what we have to do is go to Artist Gilmore here and find out, did Mr. Artist Gilmore play in the NBA, which I believe that he did. In which case it will go to his length of service, okay? So wherever he played the longest is going to be the answer there. So let me get Artist Gilmore pulled up here at NBA. Oh, now how did it give me some NBA encyclopedia? That is not what I wanted to know. I wanted regular NBA. Ay, ay, ay. Well, hold for a moment, please. Come on, Artist Gilmore. Load up in here, buddy. Okay, so we don't count the ABA teams. So for the Bulls, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Spurs look like there were 5. And then there's another Bull down there, which would make the Bulls go to 7. And did I miss anybody? Looks like 2 other teams, but just for a year each. So that's going to have us going to the Chicago Bulls with this. Artist Gilmore. That is due to length of service in the NBA. Once again, all that information, special circumstances area. So this goes to the Bulls. And don't panic now. I'm not writing on your card. I'm sure, hopefully you know that. But I'm writing on the sleeve there just so that it reminds me for later. Now we've got these things to do. So on this card, we have Nuggets, Celtic, Nuggets, Thunder. Let's go to the spreadsheet and see if anyone can possibly come up with 51% or more of that. So our Nuggets, that would be Greg's Coins. Our Boston Celtics is $977. And the Thunder is still a third team owner. All right, so we are going to random. In case you didn't hear me talk about it earlier, these cards are entered top to bottom. So this is going to go in literally Nuggets, Celtic, Nuggets, Thunder. Oh, I made a little typo there on that third Nuggets, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. We know what it's supposed to say. Now, I will hit random 3 different times. The first 2 do not count. It is the third and final random that makes the decision here. So ignore the first one. You can ignore the second one. Here's our third and final. 3 times, date and time stamp. It comes up Oklahoma City Thunder. So that is this card right here, awarded to the Oklahoma City Thunder using random.org. Once again, mark on the sleeve, did not mark on the card. We're going to do the same thing, a rinse and repeat for this card. Lakers, Sixers, Celtics, Warriors. All right, so let me get myself on that page. Lakers, Hobby Collector. Our 76ers, that's Ezekiel. Our Celtics we saw a minute ago, that's Da. And our Golden State Warriors, that's Lath. So all 4 different team owners, we're going to go back and repeat the exact same process with our 4 teams on this card. All right, good luck to those 4 teams. Here we go. Ignore the first one. Ignore the second one. Here's our third and final. There you'll see 3 times. Our date and time stamp. That one is headed to the Warriors. So the Golden State Warriors end up with this handsome looking card. That's a really nice card, I have to say. I like that card quite a bit. Numbered to 10 for the Warriors. Okay, so let's recap here. We're going to take a look at our metal because we have a couple of low-numbered ones. The DiVincenzo numbered to 49. Of course, all the silver ones are to 199. The nice Mo Bamba here happens to be a little handsome 1 of 1 for the Magic. We had one for the Nets and Musa, and Hamidou Diallo and the Thunder, and Herder for the Hawks. Those were our metal cards in Dominion. Our little cards that we had to do special stuff with. A redemption for the Mavericks, that's numbered to 49. I know, I kind of ran that off the, I don't know, I obviously had a writing typo. That's hard to do. Anyway, it's on the sleeve, so you can toss it when you get it. Sam Perkins for the Mavericks. The Artis Gilmore on the Kentucky Colonels card ended up going to the Bulls due to length of service and the fact that the Colonels never moved to the NBA. Jacob Evans and the Warriors won this card using random.org. And the Thunder and Hamidou Diallo ended up with that quad jersey card, compliments of random.org. Now the rest of our hits here in Dominion, you've got the Trailblazers, and numbered to 49 is Herder. The T-Wolves, that one was a sticker auto. There's that really nice 1 of 1 for the Warriors with Jacob Evans. Robert Parrish and the Celtics to 25. This one is a sticker as well. That's numbered to 49 for the Trailblazers. The Nuggets have a relic. There's a Karl Anthony Towns to 10 for the Timberwolves. For the Suns, you have Mikal Bridges, and also for the Suns, you have Okubo. Out of our second little stack here, Mo Bamba and the Magic. Sidney Moncrief for the Bucks. Numbered to 10, Markelle Fultz and the Sixers. That is a sticker for Chandler Hutchison and the Bulls. The Celtics with a Robert Williams relic. The Denver Nuggets, that is a sticker auto for Michael Porter Jr. You have Robert Williams and the Celtics. Troy Brown Jr. and the Wizards. The Clippers with Jerome Robinson. The nice Trae Young to 199 for the Atlanta Hawks. The Philadelphia 76ers and Zaire Smith. And this guy whose name I can't pronounce to 49 for the Cavaliers. Like I can't say his first name or his last name. So, there you go. So that is case number 1 of Dominion basketball. We've got plenty more Dominion that will be opening over the course of the weekend and then all throughout the next week at various points in time. Right now, though, oh boy, you know what time it is? It's Contenders football time. I'm so excited. I love Contenders. So you saw this by now, I'm guessing, right? In case you didn't, please take a minute, read the information that you see up there, and ask me any questions that you have. You can hit me up in chat if you're watching live. Send me a message on eBay if you happen to be watching on a delayed version or an uploaded version and you have a question, okay? So this is a 12-box case of, whoa, what I hit? This is a 12-box case of 2018 Contenders Football full case break number 1, released today, Friday the 11th of January, breaking it tonight, ended on eBay tonight, and should be lots of fun. Lots and lots of fun. Love my Contenders. Oh, Buckeye, you were giving me all the stats in there for Artis Gilmore. I didn't see that, of course, a while ago, but I appreciate that. I was actually had wandered over to NBA.com to get that, and I can never see the chat when I'm over there looking stuff up because I use the iPad for both. I can't use the main computer because it's across the way there. It's harder for me to go to, so it's easier to just pick up the iPad and do it. All right, so Greg, you said you need the Rams. Latch, you said there were no Pacers. Yeah, there might not have been in Dominion. I mean, for sure, that's that can happen sometimes when you get in those higher end products where they don't have as many cards. Now, I didn't go back through the base cards for Dominion, but I will trust that you watched. I don't remember, honestly, if there was a Pacer in the base cards or not, but I trust that you are correct and know that that's the case, that there isn't one. But Latch, I am sorry about that. We'll try to get you some good mojo in your consolation cards then anyway, right? Maybe that'll make up for it if we get lucky, hopefully. Okay, so here's the deal. We're looking for 5 autograph cards per box in here. Should be a couple of them on card. Well, actually, that says 1 on card per box. But we're looking for 5 in total. As with any Panini product, they have that nasty little habit of saying on average. So what that means to you is that, we could have a hit replaced by a points card or something like that. And if we do, we would give out the points card using random.org. There's some new things in Contenders this year. I think we have acetate rookies in here, and there's a couple of other new things too that I'm kind of blanking on at the moment, but they always add something, it seems like. So I believe that's acetate rookies is one of them anyway. Greg, yeah, you said you saw some different autographs come out of this. For sure, that's one of the things that Contenders does for us, is you don't always see the same old players. You'll find a lot more players from the defensive side of the ball often in Contenders, and players that maybe you don't pull as much or at all out of some of the other products. They put them here in Contenders, and then sometimes they're short prints, which can help tremendously. Panini's usually pretty tight-lipped about their short prints in Contenders. Last year, they released them in like 3 different groups in little dribs and drabs over the course of several weeks. But recently, even when they would say they were short prints, they weren't telling us like how many copies of each. But then in the last month, actually within the last like couple weeks, they've gone back through, I think 2015, 16, and 17. They went back through the whole list of short prints and decided to all of a sudden provide like the number of copies of each one of those short prints. So hopefully they'll release something similar for the 2018 set somewhere along the way. So, all right, so first out we have the Colts and Naheem Hines on a rookie ticket. Now, of course, that's a guy we see quite often, so he's not new to us, but we'll find some along the way that are. Rookie of the Year contenders, we'll find plenty of those inserts as we go along. They're, for the most part, I don't believe going to be numbered. If we do catch something that's numbered, of course, I'll point it out if we see it go through. The Tennessee Titans, Rashawn Evans rookie ticket. By the way, your Naheem Hines was on card. An MVP contenders, Andrew Luck. Once again, an insert that is probably not going to be numbered for the most part. If it is, and I see it, I'll point it out to you. For the 49ers, Nick Mullins, you know what? That, as it turns out, is probably a pretty darn good hit. You know what? That kid's been playing well for the 49ers. That one is a sticker. But how many Nick Mullins rookie autographs are out there? Like, maybe none. Because, I mean, kid came off the practice squad, basically. So that might turn out to be pretty solid for the 49ers. And another insert here, that one is Team Quads. Once again, you know, an unnumbered type insert, but just a little something to add to the excitement of it. Here's a playoff ticket, Joshua Jackson. That is numbered to 99 for the Green Bay Packers. We seem to be finding all of our autographs right up at the front, don't we? Round numbers. We'll find loads of these, and they have 2 different teams on them. And as a result, they're going to set up there in housekeeping. At the end of the break, we will use random.org to award those to somebody. Legendary contenders, just another insert series that we'll find along the way. These little Kid Reporter cards will be in there in abundance. More round numbers. More silly inserts. A points card, which means one of our hits got jacked out of this box already. Should mean we should find a big hit in here then, doesn't it? Usually, that's what it would mean. Maybe not always, but often. MVP contender. Rookie of the Year contender. You know, I was going to try to separate out all of those inserts, but I think it's going to slow us way down if I do that. So unless they're numbered, I don't think I'm going to sort out the inserts separately. I think we'll just keep on trucking past them, because otherwise we'll be here half our lives, I suspect. This one is numbered for the Panthers. Cam Newton, numbered to 49 with an MVP contenders. So our first numbered card that isn't autographed, there's our points card from before. And it's going to also sit over here in our housekeeping area, whereby it will be awarded at the end of the break. And that's an easy one on any of those points cards. We'll just put everybody in random.org and run random and hand them out that way. So another round number. I know, it's kind of a drag when we find all of our hits like right up front, isn't it? It's like you got, oh man, we got all these other cards to look through. Although I guess we didn't find all of them, because here's one more. Tampa Bay Buccaneers hit with Carlton Davis. So one of them managed to hang on there kind of to the end of the line, or pretty close to the end of the line anyway. So that is box number 1 of contenders. Jason, which jersey break are you asking about? We did baseball, basketball, and football tonight. So I don't know which one specifically you were inquiring about. Buckeye, you want to find a redemption in here. That's like the opposite of what most people are like, oh, I don't want any redemptions. Buckeye's like, yeah, man, bring it on. Bring me some redemptions. Because you think it'll be Derwin James if we find some? Well, it might be. I mean, could be. Could be. Jason basketball was Jahlil Okafor on a Duke collegiate jersey. So it goes to his current team, which is the Pelicans, New Orleans Pelicans. hit the basketball jersey. All right, let's stop and look at some. Once I get in a flow, then I don't like to stop and take them all out of the wrappers because I get anxious to see what else we've got. I know. I'm not good with delayed gratification, am I? Not really. Not really. So for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you have M.J. Stewart. So last two hits we pulled, both out for Tampa Bay. How about that? And then a Ronald Jones Tampa Bay insert. You said, Buckeye, you've seen a bunch of Derwin James redemptions. We didn't say a bunch. I think you said a couple, but... Well, that definitely, you know, gives you some hope then. Chase Litton, that is for the Kansas City Chiefs. Of course, we haven't pulled the redemption yet, but it's rare to get through a case of anything Panini without some redemption. I think we all can agree on that. Panini does not make our lives easy in that regard. But so, Buckeye, why would the Bills be trading Josh Allen? That just doesn't make much sense to me. To take Kyler Murray. Because I thought the Bill... I know what you're saying is correct because you saw it somewhere. I'm not disputing that. I'm just like trying to figure out why would the Bills be giving up on Josh Allen already? Because I thought, really, frankly, considering everything that happened, that he got injured and he had no supporting cast around him, I thought he played pretty well. So I don't know. That's an interesting way to consider what could happen there. But are you starting to kind of believe that Kyler Murray might end up going higher than you thought? Or are you still thinking he's not gonna go that high? I don't know. I didn't really get a chance to do much of anything today. I sorted cards, and then we had that early break, and then I listed a couple of breaks, and next thing you know, I'm invoicing and we're breaking again. So I didn't have time to go find out anything interesting, I'm afraid. Ginger's here. Hey, Ginger. You are looking for a cracked ice Roquan Smith for the Bears. Okay. And you've got a lot of initials on there. And how about I just call you... We'll just take the first three. We're just going to call you JRP. How about that? And JRP is looking for a Mason Rudolph cracked ice for my Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers are a mess right now, aren't they? They kind of are. You know what? This is about to make somebody happy. Because look what it is. A Saquon Barkley Contenders rookie ticket. I hit the camera. Sorry. When I was doing something, I can tell. I'm sure you can too. You're like, yeah, we can tell too. Sorry. Something I was doing, I whacked it and didn't realize it. Little Saquon Barkley coming out for the Giants. That is our on card here. So no sticker for Saquon on your nice Contenders autograph that's making the New York Giants very happy. So Greg, you just want anything for you. Jeff Miller, you said you don't think the Bills are going to get rid of him because Kyler's a little guy. Yeah, we had a whole conversation last night about Kyler Murray and what's going to happen with him in the draft if the A's let him go to the combine. And, you know, we did a little deep dive into Kyler Murray last night. And for sure, his height came up a few times. Joe, there were some Phoenix Suns in Dominion. There were. I think. Yes, right? I think so, guys. I think there were a couple, actually. That is numbered to 99. You have a championship ticket for the Bengals, and it is AJ Green. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you had a couple of Suns in there, Joe. Yeah, I'm with you, Buckeye. I don't understand why the Bills would even be floating that idea. I mean, if anything, you would think it would maybe be the Cardinals because their new coach is a big Kyler Murray fan, and they could probably get some good trade capital for Josh Rosen, although I think they'd be silly to do that too. But anyway, Cam Sims and the Redskins comes out next. But you kind of never know what they're going to do. You said just call you JP. All right, hopefully I can retain that. Have my short-term memory. I'm going to try to retain that, JP. If I forget and throw that R in there, I'll just ask your forgiveness ahead of time. For the Dallas Cowboys, it is a playoff ticket for Dorrance Armstrong Jr., number 299 for Dallas. Yeah, see, I that's what I think too, Buckeye. I think if the guy decides to forego his Oakland A's contract, which, I mean, he's already got the $4.6 million signing bonus in hand, I think if he jumps and says, I'll pay that back to you, I want to go to the NFL, I think he's doing that only because he's gotten some kind of assurances that he's going to go in, in the round one in a guaranteed money type situation. I can't imagine that he would otherwise just say, forget you, Oakland A's. I'll take my chances and go in round 3 or whatever. So we'll see how it shakes out. Should be interesting, though, I think. E-Fly is here. Oh my gosh, E-Fly, I have not seen you in ages. How are you? What's been going on? Where have you been? We're being nosy. Tell us what's happening. We're just digging right into your life, aren't we? You can make something up if you don't want to tell us what's really been happening. That's okay. Either way is fine. Either way is good. Greg, you need Eagles, Rams, Chiefs, and Chargers. Oh, you're talking about the playoffs. You're not talking about in here. Okay. So in the playoffs, you want it to be Eagles, Rams, Chiefs, and Chargers. I think that the Chargers are going to go in and knock them off in Foxborough. Now, I know that's a hard thing to do. And honestly, has Phillip Rivers ever beaten Tom Brady? I kind of think he has not. In which case, you've got to assume the man is due, right? I mean, he is due. Jordan Lasley for the Ravens. Chargers been playing well. Patriots are not quite as good as they used to be. Tom Brady maybe just a little step off. Gronk is a little step off. They're a little short in the receiving core. I think it's ripe for an upset. I don't know if it'll happen, but I think there's a decent chance it could. That's to 99, the Falcons and Matt Ryan. The Eagles, I don't know. The Eagles have got a tall order ahead of them, but it's certainly doable. Nick Foles has proven to us that he is magic. So never count Nick Foles out in playoffs, I think, is the moral. That is Jordan Thomas for the Texans on a rookie ticket. The Chiefs, I think, honestly, are the most vulnerable. Even though, I love to watch them play. I think they're so much fun to watch. And I would love to see them keep going because I enjoy watching them play. But I think they may have the harder time. I mean, there's no question they can put the points up on the board. But their defense is a little suspect. And I don't know. I think the Chiefs are the ones I'm worried about, whether or not they'll move on. So I don't know. E-Fly, you said there's no reason why you've been gone. You're just laying low. Well, I'm glad you came by to say hi to us either way. So laying low, whatever you got to do, man. We all have those days and weeks and months sometimes where we just say, I don't want to be bothered. I understand that. But we're glad to see you. And you picked a good night to stop by, too, because Contenders basketball, or good grief. Contenders football, yeah, third time's the charm, just dropped today. So we're having some fun getting into this. I think probably every breaker in America is breaking Contenders football right now. And from what I've heard, the prices have gone through the roof. I called one of my places today. I think I've got 6 cases, some still in transit that aren't going to be here till tomorrow because one of my places didn't get my stuff shipped out on time. But I wanted some more. You know, Contenders is one. There's a redemption, so we might have some luck for you, Buckeye. Contenders is one where I would rather have more like 10 cases, but all I managed to get my hot little hands on this year, I think, is 6. I think it was 6. It might have been 7, but I think it's 6. Anyway, one of the places said, oh, we're not going to price it until Monday. And another place said, no, we don't have any more at all. And then another place said, yeah, we've got some. I was like, oh, great. I need to order like 4 more cases. You know how much they wanted for it? Take a guess. Take a guess. $2,400 the day it comes out. Oh my gosh. That is to 99. It is Mike Hughes for the Vikings. So yeah, I mean, just insanity. Joe, you said, yes, the Dominion break did already happen, and yes, I do believe that there were some Suns in there. If I recall correctly, I think you have a couple in there. Don't absolutely 100% quote me on that. My memory is not, I don't retain everything always, but I believe that you had a couple in there. The Green Bay Packers. Somebody asked for a good hit for the Packers like just a second ago. It was E-Fly, I do believe. This is cracked ice to 24 for your Green Bay Packers. Jair Alexander, like right on cue. Almost simultaneous to the time that you typed in that you were hoping for a nice Packers hit. It's magic. E-Fly is magic. Type it in and it happens. I love it. I love it when Mojo works the way you want it to. Yes, E-Fly, there is some problem with, well, one distributor in particular did not ship any of their stuff out on time. And they should have shipped it on Wednesday. Not only did they not ship it on Wednesday, they didn't tell me that they didn't ship it on Wednesday until Thursday at like 4 o'clock. And I get this mysterious text that says, I need you to call me. And I'm thinking, well, that's weird. Okay. So I call, oh yeah, we didn't ship any of your stuff yesterday. Not just Contenders. No Contenders, no Dominion, no anything. We didn't ship it yesterday because of weather. I'm like, because of weather? There's like no one having any weather right now. It's coming through the weekend. And by the way, you guys are down south. Yeah, well, it's because of weather. We didn't get it, and we're not going to pay to overnight it. But you can pay to overnight it if you want to. And actually, I think what they ultimately decided was they would split it. I could pay half of the overnight fee, and they would pay the other half. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, it's not my fault you didn't ship it on time. So I just checked with my other distributors and found that they did ship it on time. And the one that I got the highest amount of quantity from is the one who, of course, didn't ship it on time. But I had enough to get us through tonight and tomorrow night, and supposedly my big order of all that stuff is supposed to come tomorrow, provided that the snow doesn't, you know, keep UPS from running. So E-Fly, I don't know the other breakers that were affected, if they were all from the same distributor that I'm talking about. Maybe they all did the same thing I did, which is say, yeah, I don't really want to pay that overnight fee, because it was kind of hefty. I mean, I guess it depends on how much you bought, but for what I had coming, it's kind of a hefty little fee. So, you know, maybe that's the deal with some of those guys. This is for the Eagles. You have a rookie ticket, Josh Sweat. Autograph, of course. Jeffrey Miller, you said, what's the best football card we've pulled from 2018? Any 2018? Oh, gosh, I don't know. We had tons of stuff. I mean, early in the season, we had one of one Josh Allen's. We've had tons of Saquon Barkley's. We hit the other night a Tom Brady rookie card, graded rookie card out of Leaf Best of Football. I mean, there's tons of stuff. I don't know that I could really look at it and say there's any one card that stands out, especially as much stuff as we break. I can't even remember half the stuff we've hit. But we've hit a lot. I mean, you know, we had a lot of good stuff always throughout the year. Armani Watts for the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, the best card overall that we hit all year, of course, was that rare Shohei Ohtani card. You know, that $100,000 little baby there. That's the best card we hit for the whole entire year. But that was baseball. Here's a hit for the Bears, and it is Roquan Smith. We didn't get you your cracked ice, but Ginger, I think I'm doing pretty good there to pull your team and your exact player. I missed on the cracked ice, but the rest of the mojo worked for you. Got Roquan for your Bears. We'll keep trying and see if we can conjure up another one. Maybe the other one will be the cracked ice. I don't know. Joe, you were asking if the video will be available later. Absolutely. There's a couple of different ways that happens. After the break concludes, YouTube always archives a version of the break, okay? So there will always be the YouTube archived version available a few hours after the break ends. They do whatever processing is, and after they finish that, it will be there. And it'll just say something like Leader of the Pack Breaks live stream or something like that. Then the version that I upload, of course, is going to have the exact same video content because it's the same thing. The only difference is I will add the tags and the titles to make it easier to search and find, okay? So that one that I upload usually is available a little bit after the one that YouTube archives. Sometimes I do them the next day. It just depends on how late I'm up and how long the video is and how long the break has been. But I've been trying lately, for the most part, to do them a little sooner, you know, sooner like as in the night of. But sometimes I get tired and go to sleep and don't do it till the next day. But one way or the other, you'll be able to see it tonight. One of those versions. So we have a one-of-one printing plate. That is the Kansas City Chiefs and Tyreek Hill with a nice little one-of-one printing plate. I always like the one-of-one printing plates. Some people don't. They're like, oh, it's a printing plate. I don't like it. I don't want it. Like, really? It's a one-of-one. Come on. That's always a good thing. It's the only one floating around out there. Greg, I know that Saquon Barkley let the Giants kind of breathe easy there for a minute, didn't it? It's always helpful when your hit comes out early and then you can kind of kick back and say, whew, you know, wipe your brow and enjoy the rest of the break sort of thing. Trenton Cannon rookie ticket for the Jets. Yeah, especially on those high dollar ones, it's always nerve-wracking until you get a hit. Of course, we've got two redemptions you guys have seen come out. They stay face down once again until the end of the break. At that point, we flip them all over, and we'll also verify them on the Panini website, find out, you know, match up our teams and all that jazz. So that gives Buckeye a couple of shots at it being Derwin James, because that's who he's after tonight, and he knows that's a redemption. Yeah, Buckeye, you said if they don't want that printing plate, you'll take it. I know, I'm always surprised, though, when I will have a one-of-one printing plate, and somebody will be like, Oh, yeah, that doesn't count. I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't count? It's still a 1 of 1. Yeah, but it's not autographed, and it's just a printing plate. Okay. I think it should always count. But everybody's got their things that they like and their things that they don't. Meanwhile, what I want to know is how much snow are we actually going to get here. Apparently north of us, they're going to get quite a bit more than we are. I think they're maybe saying 4 to 6 inches a little bit north of us, like maybe an hour or so north. And then we're kind of all over the map down here. I mean, they were saying 1 or 2 inches, and then they said like 2 to 3, and then somebody said 3 to 4, and then somebody else said maybe more than 4. So it's like, I don't think they know. We'll probably have no snow tomorrow. Who knows? That is Durham Smythe for the Miami Dolphins. But if we do have snow, I just don't want it to be so much that the UPS truck can't get here, because I need him to bring me my stuff. We need the rest of our contenders and Dominion. Better show up here tomorrow on UPS. That's all I'm saying. Rob, the NFL jersey break has been done. All those jersey breaks were done right up at the front. Typically I will do jersey breaks, and all of the quick breaks are usually going to be done at the front of the evening, and then stuff with more cards and more boxes that takes longer is typically going to be done towards the end. So anytime you're in one of the memorabilia breaks, jersey breaks, you always kind of want to jump in towards the front if you want to catch that one live. Numbered to 24, how about another cracked ice for the Green Bay Packers? We're just welcoming E-Fly back all over the place. That one is Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. So E-Fly has got his mojo really working well tonight. Hey, here's a Charger Buckeye. I know it's not Derwin James because he's a redemption in here, but we have Dylan Cantrell headed your way. So how about that? You like that? Rob, I can tell you who that NFL jersey was. Can I? Guys, who was it? I was going to say I can tell you if you want to know, and then I'm thinking, uh-oh, do I remember who it was? I got to think about it a minute. The Nationals was baseball. The Pelicans was basketball. Who was the NFL jersey? Oh, I do remember. Well, I remember the team anyway. Okay, you do want to know? Okay, it's the Cowboys. It was the Cowboys. Sean Lee, I think it was. Braxton Berrios comes out for the Patriots, New England. Oh no, Rob. Rob must not have had the Cowboys. He says that our Cowboys jersey that we pulled earlier is, quote, toilet paper. That is harsh. Must not be a Cowboys fan. A lot of people think that Dallas is going to go in there and win. Going to beat the Rams. I would have said mid-season. I think we would have all laughed at that idea. But where we are right now, I don't know. Rams have trailed off a little. Cowboys have picked it up a little. I mean, it's possible. The baseball jersey was the Montreal Expos, Tim Raines. And because jerseys always stay with their franchise, that goes to the Nationals, which is the current name and location of the former Montreal Expos. So that is how our baseball jersey went tonight. Little Tim Raines action. I always liked the Expos, honestly. So, Greg, you sent me a message earlier and said to me that you thought Bryce Harper was going to end up going back and staying in Washington. Did some talking head come back and predict that? Where did you come across that info today? This is Mark Walton for the Bengals on a playoff ticket numbered to 99. You got to love this kid. Whatever amount of space they give him, he always fills it up. So if they had given him the whole card to sign, his signature would have taken like the whole entire card. If they give him a little bitty white space, his signature will be a little bitty, but take it all up. They give him a big white space, the signature is big and fills it all up. You got to love that kid, man. He does not play around. He's just like, yep, filling it up. There is a third redemption now sitting over there in our housekeeping area. So for those of you searching for somebody that you know is a redemption, well, you got 3 shots at it at this point so far. For the Vikings, it is Jalen Holmes on a rookie ticket. Oh my gosh. Buckeye says that you probably don't want to use a jersey as toilet paper because it has holes in it. That is a valid point. Greg also has a valid point that it would clog up your plumbing. So, you guys are very practical. So we'll, we'll kind of leave it at that. Those are both very practical comments. So thank you for that. Oh my goodness. Rob, you said you want the Cowboys to win, and then you want the Eagles to win. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see how that shakes out. At this point, I think it's hard to kind of say who's going to do what. There's not anybody really that's, I think, bulletproof out of the ones that are left. I think they've all got reasons they could win, and they've all got reasons they could lose. Oh, Bryce. Yeah, I knew Bryce was, that the Phillies were going to talk to Bryce. I think he lives in Las Vegas in the off season, so I think that's why they're meeting with him. I was just surprised that you said that the Nationals were back in play because, they had made him an offer in season, 300 some odd million, I think, which he turned down to explore free agency. And then the Nationals came back and said, okay, the offer's off the table. And then Bryce has, obviously gone on to meet with all these other teams. So I was just surprised to hear that you were saying the Nationals were back in play. I hadn't heard that yet. So interesting. Ginger, you said Sony Michel is a redemption in here. So you're thinking maybe some of those redemptions are waiting for the Patriots, huh? Okay. Could be, could be. The Texans have a playoff ticket to 175 for Deshaun Watson, which, ironically enough, yeah, he's done. Playoffs are gone. And here you have the Arizona Cardinals with Chase Edmonds on a rookie ticket. Buckeye, you said you have mixed feelings about the Cowboys being a Steelers fan. The Cowboys don't really bother me. I know as a Steelers fan, I should blah, 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 I hate the Cowboys. I really don't. I just don't. I don't hate them at all. So I don't really have strong feelings about them one way or the other. I really don't have super strong feelings about anybody who's left in the playoffs. I do think it's fun to watch the Chiefs play, so I like that component. And I kind of love that Nick Foles turns into like this kind of superhero at playoff time. So that's kind of fun for me too. But I like Drew Brees. I like the Saints. Jared Goff and the Rams certainly have been good and interesting to watch. It's always entertaining to watch the Cowboys, especially since they added Amari Cooper. They, have some fun stuff you can get into watching. And then, of course, there's the Chargers and the Patriots. I think we all know how I want that one to go. That's the only one I probably have strong feelings about. Greg, you think the Phillies are going to end up with Machado and Harper? T. Cassidy. Hi, T. Cassidy. Well, I mean, you might be right. I mean, the Colts may, as you say, mow them down. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I do like Andrew Luck. I've always liked Andrew Luck. E-Fly, we're just going to load you up with Packers tonight. See? It's like a welcome back gift or something, isn't it? From the powers that control the breaks. That was Marquez Valdez-Scantling coming out for your Green Bay Packers. The Bengals with an Auden Tate autograph. I don't know why the Bengals have not... Oh, that's for the same team, so we don't have to put that over in our little special pile. I don't know why the Bengals haven't named a coach yet. Like, what's going on with that? Who are the Bengals eyeing that they haven't come up and named a coach yet? Oh, please don't go back with Hugh, man. Not after that disaster that was up the road in Cleveland. Here is Dalton Schultz. That is numbered to 25 for the Dallas Cowboys with a championship ticket. You need a hit for New Orleans. All right. Ezekiel, let's work on your Saints. For the Colts, it is Darius Leonard, numbered to 49. Another championship ticket. Two of them came out of that box. Not too shabby. We'll see how it shakes out. I mean, Harper, I guess he could end up going really any of those places that have the money to pay him. I mean, White Sox supposedly were really hot and heavy after him too. I just don't think he wants to play there. But I think the Yankees have moved on from Machado. I mean, they just made that deal today with LeMahieu. Guys, do you see this? Look how this edge is cut. It clearly got caught in the end of the pack. You know, when they crimp the packs closed, this little hit clearly got caught in that. It's Anthony Averett for the Ravens, but you've got, you know, an edge that looks like that on the top. And that, I've seen that happen before. It does not happen super often, but I have seen it happen before. And that's exactly what happened. Somehow or another, they got that card, went through whatever crimps the end of the packs. And so, unfortunately, your Ravens card there a little messed up. But you would be able to return it to Panini and have it replaced if you want to. There's a procedure that you go through, and it is online. Same place you go when you enter a redemption, except instead of entering the redemption, I think there's, I don't know, the drop-down menu says something about damage or replacement or some such. And you choose that, and then they have you fill out some information. It generates a form. You print out the form, you send it back with the card, and then you wait a really long time. That's kind of what happens. And eventually they'll send it back to you. So you might want to do that with that Anthony Averett, or you might want to keep it and just have a unique one that has kind of a little ruffled edge there. You never know. E-Fly, I don't know much about your new Packers coach. I really don't know much about him at all. I don't even know what to expect there with that guy. There's several of the coaches that have gotten, that are new hire, first-time head coaches that I don't know that much about. I guess we'll be learning on the fly about some of them. Of course, his most important job is just going to be to get Aaron Rodgers straightened out. Well, Greg, yeah, the Browns hired Freddie Kitchens, who was their quarterback coach after Hugh left. And then they fired Greg Williams and half the other coaching staff. I was really surprised by that. I mean, Greg Williams was the interim head coach. They did play well under him. I mean, and before that, he was just one of the coordinators. Why wouldn't you slide him back to his coordinator position when you promoted Freddie Kitchens? I thought that was odd. But, I don't know. I guess they have their reasons why they did it, but... Anyway, the Browns are going to have themselves a hit here with Denzel Ward. Rookie ticket for the Browns. So yeah, who did they say? Somebody they said wanted to hire, who is that guy? One of the coordinators for, I think it's the Rams. They were saying somebody was going to offer some young guy with the Rams a head coaching job, I want to say, but I don't remember the details. Numbered to 25, it is an MVP contender for Kareem Hunt. Well, I think we can rule that out. I think we can safely say Kareem Hunt will not be the MVP, considering he got booted entirely. E-Fly, you like you like the rumor that the Packers are talking to Antonio Brown. Yeah, I mean, he's probably gone. He's probably out the door and gone, and, you know, oh well, easy come, easy go. We were going to have to rebuild anyway. Might as well do it now. For the Jets, it is Deontay Burnett, which is interesting because we've been pulling him for the Titans all year. But he was signed by the Jets on 9/24/18, just now making it to a Jets card in this product, however. So, little delay there on the part of Panini, right? Pulling him all forever and a day out of everything as a Titan. There's your fourth redemption of the night. We are absolutely racking those up. Greg, you were asking about Topps 2019. Series 1, the last I saw, was coming out at the end of January, like that last week of January, but that could easily have moved. I have not seen an updated Topps release calendar in a bit, so I don't know. Nicholas is here. Hi, Nicholas. I haven't seen you in forever either. This is Danny Etling for the Patriots. You said you got outbid on the Steelers tonight. Well, I'm glad you stopped by and said, hey, anyway. I mean, I haven't seen you in forever, Nicholas. How are things? Did you had your wife and one of your children, I think they were going on a trip, right? Just some kind of maybe school-sponsored trip or something that was kind of a big deal, the best I recalled. Have they gone yet? They had fun? Was it good? E-Fly, you said Aaron Rodgers needs to stop being a big baby. You don't hear that often out of a Packers fan. Would not often expect a Green Bay fan to call Aaron Rodgers a big baby. I don't know about that. Greg, other baseball, I don't know, man. I mean, the Topps Series 1 will, of course, kick off the 2019 collecting season for Topps. We'll be opening more Leaf Ultimate Draft, of course. We've got a few more of those on tap. I've still got some Bowman's Best. We've still got some Bowman Draft. We'll be opening up both of those things throughout the rest of January. And I've got some various baseball things we'll eventually do some mixers with, but I don't know the rest of the Topps release schedule, I'm afraid. For the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it's MJ Stewart, and I believe that might be your second MJ Stewart. Don't count me 100% on that, but maybe. Of course, we will recap it, so you're going to get a chance to find that out anyway. Soon. we're making a dent in this anyway. Oh, they leave at the end of February. Okay, so they haven't been yet. All right. Oh, but the government shutdown would affect their ability to go? Oh, no. Well, that would seriously... Now, we would really be in a mess if that is still dragging on at the end of February. So I hope that that's not going to be the case. That's, nobody wants that going on. Buckeye, I don't think you've missed any other Chargers that I remember, but you guys know I don't always retain it, so you can't absolutely quote me on it, but I don't think so. But there's another redemption that came out. We're up to we're up to 4 now on our redemptions. You went to Ohio for Christmas. Oh, you bought a new Chevy Equinox for your wife for Christmas. How nice, Nicholas. What a nice Christmas gift. Aw, your wife is so lucky, isn't she? Oh, dang. AC work. $3,800. That is harsh. I think I'm kind of sneaking upon the time frame where I won't be far off to have to replace my heater. My air conditioner should have a little bit longer shelf life, because my one right before this one lasted like no time. I think the warranty was 5 years, and about 5 years and 1 week after 5 years, it died, and I had to replace it. But I do think my heating system will be the next big one I've got to do. Oh, well, I guess, yeah, that's true. If the shutdown is still going on, then the parks would be closed. So, man, we need to get that thing over with anyway. There's a lot of people that are not getting their paychecks. It's really putting people in a bad financial bind. They need to get that thing figured out and get these people paid. That's just crazy. For the Ravens, we have a little cracked ice to 24. A rookie ticket, Gus Edwards, for the Ravens. Yay. Not yay, Ravens. I'm a Steelers fan. Yay, cracked ice. Not really yay, Ravens as much. Although, I do have good friends who are Ravens fans. And I think we've got a couple of players that used to play for my Kentucky Wildcats that are playing for the Ravens, and I at least want my individual players to do well. So kind of yay Ravens, but not really. That's to 75. It's Sony Michel on a Rookie of the Year Contenders card. Buckeye, you're not going to get any snow? Is that what you're saying? You're missing winter storm, whatever they're calling it? Weather Channel now names all storms, which I think is so stupid. But, like, any major storm, the Weather Channel has now decided to name it like it's a hurricane, hurricanes legit need names, but not every storm system that comes through. That's just silly. Tremaine Edmonds, playoff ticket for the Buffalo Bills, numbered to 99. But yeah, so that's the Weather Channel's kind of deal. They like to name all their storms. So this one is, I don't remember what, Winter Storm Gia or Gina or Geo or something like that. Something with a G, I think. The Jags have a hit for DJ Chark. And that one is hard signed. So you don't have no sticker on that one. Don't have to worry about silly stickers. Oh, Buckeye, I got you. You said if you got snow down there where you are, that then you're going to keep moving south until you're out of it. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Greg, you're supposed to get anywhere from a dusting to 4 inches. It sounds like the way they forecast us. Like one channel tells you one thing, another station says another thing, and then they change it 5 times during the day. All right. We are making progress here. Still got a little ways to go, but not too bad, all things considered. No matter how you cut it, it just takes a while to open and look through that many cards. For the Redskins, you have an autograph for Cam Sims. We haven't seen any acetate rookies, though. I was hoping to find one of those, so maybe they'll show up yet in these last few boxes here. We have another hit for the Dolphins. That's Durham Smythe. I believe that's your second Durham Smythe. Of course, we'll know for sure when we recap it, but I think that it is anyway. Get a few more sleeves out, I think, while we're at it. Greg, you've had, that is 2, you're saying, for the Dolphins for Durham Smythe? Okay. So you do better keeping up with some of that stuff. All you guys do better keeping up with some of that stuff than I do. I don't know why. I think I don't always make a concentrated effort to retain it all, maybe. Nicholas, you said you're going to, after your kids graduate, you're going to move back up north. That's unusual. Usually it's the opposite way. People always wanting to move south after they retire. Not usually as many people wanting to go north. Bucking the trend there. Man, they put in so many of those little advertising cards, and honestly, like, hasn't the deadline already passed, I think, to even enter that thing? Wasn't the deadline like 4 or 5 days ago, and this product comes out after the fact, and they still put all those little cards in there? Like, what's the deal with that? Billy Price and the Bengals, Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this little contest, let's just look and see. When is this little contest over? Yeah, see, it ended on 1/7/19. So why do you have it in a product that comes out on 1/11/19? That's just dumb, Panini. I realize they moved the date on it, but they didn't move it by that much. I mean, it still would have basically been expired or almost expired. That's all right. I use them for shipping. Ryan Nall for the Chicago Bears. So that's another one for Ginger. Oh, Jeffrey, I just saw you asked a question. I missed that a minute ago. It was Tim Raines for the Expos, which of course is the Nationals. So that's the deal there. Oh, and it looks like Greg answered it in the meantime. Thank you, Greg. JP, what did you say? Oh, the jagged edge was meant to be cut that way. It's a ticket stub card. Well, how did I not know that? Okay. Why would they cut it jagged? I mean, I guess, well, I don't know. Maybe after you tear it. Usually a ticket stub doesn't look like that after you tear it. But okay. Well, I had no idea that makes sense. Why? Because I have seen them that way before. Not on purpose. but there's always been other cards around it, like that were caught in the same thing. So I was wondering about that because I thought, gosh, none of our base cards got caught in there. How did only the hit get caught in there? Oh my gosh, holy cow. All right, so JP, apparently, I don't know. I don't have enough oxygen to my brain tonight or something. I completely missed that. So thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. Oh, I feel so dumb. That is for the 49ers. It's Mike McGlinchey to 99. I don't know. Sometimes I just think my brain goes into neutral and it sits there a bit and idles. And yeah, completely missed that. So thank you, man, for clarifying that. I owe you one. There is an Antonio Brown season ticket, cracked ice to 24 for my Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, well, that is good to know. I'm assuming those are probably kind of rare then, too, right? So that's actually kind of a good thing. So, yeah, you know what? If you tried to return that to Panini, Panini would be like, hey, what is wrong with you? That's supposed to be that way. Yeah, well, my breaker said... Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. So sorry. The 49 to 49 for the Raiders, that is Chris Warren. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, well, I never claimed to be right all the time, that's for sure. In fact, I pretty much claim the opposite of that. Goodness gracious. All right, well, at least we know now, because JP is our hero and jumped out somewhere and found out the answer and came back and told us. Looks like we've got another hit for DJ Chark and the Jags. Is that, no, we've got two different teams on there. I think the Ravens may be the only one that has the same team on there. Let's just cut all of these at once. How about that? How about that for our plan? Nicholas, you like the Antonio Brown cracked ice? What do you think about all that AB drama, Nicholas? I mean, it sounds for sure like he's going to be gone. I mean, he's still not returning calls, you know, to the owners. Like when you won't accept a call or return a call to the Rooneys, to the man who is paying your $17 million a year salary. And the only way the guy can communicate with you is to basically go into a press conference and say, yeah, unless something major changes that I'm not foreseeing, he's not going to be on our team next year. What in the world? I mean, come on. Even if you don't want to be on the team, call the man or answer his call and tell him he's paying you $17 million a year. Or some such. Might even be more than that. Gets bonuses and other stuff too. Maybe over $20 million a year all said and done. But, I mean, come on. That's just crazy. So, I guess obviously he's trying to force his way out of town. Can't go the Le'Veon Bell route where you just don't show up. But that's just... I mean, I don't know. I think that really speaks to what kind of person you really are, or what if you don't even have the respect to pick up the phone and have a conversation with the person who employs you and pays you that kind of money. I lost a lot of respect for the guy. That's all I'm saying. Jordan Mailata, that is for the Eagles. I mean, he's a heck of a football player. There's no question about that. But, I mean, it's just way off the chart. Stang Lover's here. Hey, Stang Lover. You have got yourself more than one DJ Chark tonight, I believe. I think you've got a pair of them in there, the best I recall. That is numbered to 175. It is Mitch Trubisky and the Bears. Well, I don't disagree with you that most wide receivers are divas. I mean, certainly, I think you can look across about any team and almost about any historical period in time and say that's probably fairly correct. But, I mean, you know, he's always been a little bit of a diva, but at least have some respect for the person who's employing you and some respect for the fact that you're making more money in a week than most people make in a year. That is numbered to 99, and it is Josh Sweat for the Eagles. So I was really just disappointed in the way he's handled the whole thing. There's just other ways to have accomplished what he wanted to accomplish, I think, that would have been a more respectful way to handle it. But that's just my 2 cents. I don't know. Kurt Benkert and the Falcons. You know, Nicholas, I'm not sure even if he talks to Rooney that they'll keep him at this point. I mean, he's caused so many distractions over the last few years, and he's really apparently causing locker room drama now on top of everything else, and he's getting paid a tremendous amount of money. Everybody's like, oh, you can't take the cap hit. Well, kind of they can, because all of a sudden you have all that Le'Veon Bell money freed up. So I originally said I thought that maybe the Jets would want him or the Raiders. But it sounds like what Buckeye said earlier, the Jets are probably off the table. I thought there was a remote possibility we might get that number 3 pick out of the Jets for AB. I mean, it would not have been maybe the best trade on their side, but I wouldn't have been entirely surprised if that had happened. But now that Buckeye is saying that he thinks they want to trade Josh Allen and draft Kyler Murray, it sounds like the Jets are off the table. But the Raiders would still be in play with like the 8,000 first-round draft picks they amassed since Chucky came back. Oh, yes, Staying Lover. There was a Carl Anthony Towns autograph in Dominion. You are right. Numbered to 10. Woot. Was that yours? Did you had the T-Wolves tonight in Dominion? Well, how about that then? That's a nice hit for you, brother. To 10 even? Yeah. Pretty sweet. The Redskins, Cam Sims. Of course, I always like pulling Carl Anthony Towns. You guys know I love the big cat, so I'm always excited if we manage to pull some ink for him, which we do from time to time. It's always pretty low numbered. He doesn't sign a whole lot of stuff, so when you get it, it's good. Well, well, well. We have already rung the bell for Saquon Barkley and the Giants. Look who else we're going to ring the bell for. Baker Mayfield and the Browns. Oh, yeah, that's nice. So we've hit 2 of our big dogs with Saquon and Baker Mayfield. Right now, I'm a fan of this case. We still have some redemptions to take a look at. We still have 2 more boxes to open. It could get better still. I don't know. I'm just saying the possibility exists that it's going to get better still yet. Well, Buckeye, yeah, I think the fact that Juju has been playing as well as he has, and he's obviously a whole lot cheaper than AB, I think if Juju Smith-Schuster hadn't been playing as well as he's been playing, well, first of all, we probably wouldn't be even having these problems because Antonio Brown wouldn't feel like that his number of plays is down, which I think is a large part of what's going on here. But also, I think the Steelers would be fighting a little harder to keep Antonio. But as it is, I think they're kind of like, you know, Juju can do the job and he's a lot less money. And yeah, it'll be fine. So, I don't know. We'll see. Well, Nicholas, since he is under team control, it's not going to be his choice where he goes at all. unlike the situation with Le'Veon Bell, who could just ride it out and hit free agency. Antonio Brown is locked in. So he has zero say in where he goes. And I cannot imagine that the Steelers would ever trade him to the Patriots, you know, or anybody in the AFC North. I don't know if they would consider the Cowboys or not. I mean, they might, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I know, Stang Lover, you did not even send a Mojo message. Like, what happened there? You didn't type in any Mojo message either. You were like stealth watching. You were hanging out in the background, just secretly rubbing your hands together, going, "Bring me a Karl Anthony Towns." And it worked. For the Bengals, you have Malik Jefferson on a rookie ticket. So I don't know. But Stang Lover, were you not in our Leaf? You were in Leaf Ultimate Draft, were you? And did you watch either of those cases? Holy Moses, did you see all the stuff that came out of both those cases? Gosh, they were smoking hot. Rod Smith for the Cowboys, a playoff ticket to 99. Yeah, I was super impressed with both cases of Leaf Ultimate Draft Baseball. So I'm super pumped to open the third one on Sunday and see if it's as good. I mean, if every case is as good as those first two, that was ridiculous. For the Seattle Seahawks, we have Rasheem Green. You saw a redemption pulled earlier for a round numbers Barkley and Sony Michel. Oh, that would be nice. Maybe that'll be one of our redemptions too. I would like that. Well, Buckeye, if you're right, if he leaves, it does open the door for James Washington. But honestly, James Washington didn't play that well this past year. Of course, most receivers will, well, most players in general will move up their second year from their rookie year. And we're going to need James Washington to make a big move, because he did not really live up to expectations too well this time. Yeah, see, I don't think the cap hit even factors in, Nicholas. I agree with you for two reasons, because they're going to restructure Ben's deal, and that will help. And then also, you've got all that extra cap space from the Le'Veon Bell that no one thought we were going to have. So I don't really think they care about the cap space, honestly. I mean, it's going to cost you like a difference of $1 million, whether he plays for you or whether he doesn't. It's probably worth the money to just get him out the door at this point. And I'm sure that's what he's counting on, too. He quite obviously wants to be gone, and they're going to get him out the door. But you know what? Like, I think I would try to be at least a little bit nice about it, because they could send him to anywhere. I mean, they could send him to a terrible team with a terrible quarterback and just let him sit there and be stuck, you know? Dorrance Armstrong and the Cowboys. So I think I would be at least a little bit nice and hope they didn't send me to some horrible team with a horrible, quarterback. Well, kids, guess what? We're not done yet with the big hits, are we? I don't think so. Because there's Lamar Jackson. Boom. That is a hard-signed Lamar Jackson for the Ravens. So Lamar, Baker, and Saquon all out of this case. And we still have a box left to go. And all those redemptions left to go. So, oh yeah. We're cruising. We're cruising. You sent off a Mark McGuire autograph to get graded out of 2018 High Tech. Topps High Tech, I assume. And It came back a 10 of 10. Nice. Surface came back 9.5, but overall you got a 10 of 10 grade. Pretty sweet right there. Julian Edelman. Playoff ticket to 175 for the Patriots. Yeah, it's interesting sometimes, like that Shohei card that got sent off, the expensive one, and we all were talking about on Twitter and various people that, had watched the break, and we were chatting in messages and things. We all thought that the card had great centering, and we're thinking, oh, it's going to, it turns out the centering is what knocked it down to a 9.5. They gave it a 9 grade on centering, but a 10 for surface, 10 for, edges and corners and whatever. But centering, the one thing everybody else thought looked really good, they knocked it off all the way down to a 9, which brought the overall card grade down to a 9.5. So sometimes they grade things in a way that I don't understand. But anyway. Stang Lover, you haven't watched the Ultimate Draft Break yet. Okay. You had the Diamondbacks in the first case. Man, let me tell you, both those cases were, so good. So good. I think, yeah, it would, there were Diamondbacks, but I don't know if they were in 1 or 2, or maybe in both. I can't really remember, Stang Lover, which came out of which in that regard. But there were a lot of really big hits that came out of big names that came out of both cases, both times. Like, quite good. Oh, yeah, Martin, you're right. I forgot to say Last Box Mojo. I got busy chatting over there and forgot to say it. So for sure, guys, it is Last Box Mojo time, where, of course, we're trying to collectively pool together our mojo to hit something big out of here, we hope. And JP specifically wants some Mason Rudolph Last Box Mojo. To 175, Joe Flacco and the Ravens. Where's that guy going to go? Who's going to end up with him? Maybe the Jags. You could see him moving kind of down there, couldn't you? Carlton Davis, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I could kind of see Flacco ending up down there in Jacksonville, maybe. Just a kind of a steady, sort of ready to go guy in there in win now mode, maybe. I don't know. Nicholas, you got to head out. All right. Well, I am so glad you stopped by to say hi and catch us up on all your news. So don't be a stranger, Nicholas. You can come back and hang out with us anytime, whether you're in the break or not. We're always glad to see you. For the Jags. That's right, Stang Lover. You've got another one coming your way. You have a little Tanner Lee, and that is numbered to 75, and it's, this time I'm going to get it right with the ticket stub edge across the top. Ah, yeah, that's because JP schooled me and told me what was going on with that one. Educated me a little bit. How did I not know that? I have no idea, but I didn't. Oh, Greg, you think that the Redskins or the Giants will end up with Joe Flacco? I guess it depends on the outlook up there in Washington. I mean, they had Alex Smith, of course, broke his leg in that gruesome injury, and then their backup quarterback broke his leg. So they are in need, but I think a lot will depend on what happens with Alex Smith. I mean, he had some setbacks, the best I recall. got some infection or something after he had surgery on that broken leg. So I don't know what his prognosis is. But clearly, if they could get him back, that would be what they would prefer, I'm sure, in Washington. But if not, I don't know. I mean, maybe he's a candidate for there. He doesn't really seem like he would fit their offense very well, but maybe. I don't know. Be interesting to see where he goes, where he ends up. I see a points card, which I'm not entirely surprised to see, considering we've had 3 big rookie hits in this case, so not really that shocked to see a second points card come out of there. Another one for 250 points. It's gonna go up here in housekeeping with all of our other housekeeping stuff for redemptions up there as well. So even if we have not yet hit what you want to hit, even after we've looked at the last of the cards, don't wander off quite yet. You might have something waiting for you under one of those redemptions, perhaps. Buffalo Bills and Ray McLeod. I kind of like the Nick Mullins hitting here, too. I mean, for real, I'm digging that a little bit. Like, you don't just pull Nick Mullins all the time. Jaleel Scott and the Ravens. I honestly think, I can't think of another Nick Mullins rookie card autograph, or maybe even another Nick Mullins rookie card, period, that we've seen anywhere, have we? Is this the first one? I feel like it might be. So, we'll see. But I think that's kind of a cool hit, too. Corey Littleton comes out on a rookie ticket for the Rams. That is our last live autograph in the product. But as I said, we do have the redemptions that we're going to flip over. Then we'll go to the Panini website and verify those. After we do that, we will take care of awarding all of these round numbers cards. We'll use random.org to do that. After we do that, we will award the 250 rewards points cards. And then after we finish that, we'll recap. So yeah, we still have a little bit of work to do here before we're finished up tonight, but we're getting there. I think we had some good luck with this case. I'm happy with the rookies that we pulled. I think we did pretty well as a whole. Let's see if we can increase our tally. Cortland Sutton, rookie ticket variation for the Broncos. We'll find out if that's going to be numbered or not. Next up, we have a little Kiki. That is also rookie ticket variation for Kiki, QT, and the Texans. Third is Rob Gronkowski. Wow, man. Patriots. How about you? Veteran playoff ticket autograph for the Patriots and Gronk. That was unexpected. And our fourth is Kyle Lauletta, rookie ticket for the Giants. So the Giants end up scoring with both of their rookies. Saquon, of course, being the one you wanted the most, but yeah, not for nothing. You got a little Lauletta there too. All right, so we're going to leave those guys sitting up there for a minute. We're going to deal with this, okay? So there's a huge stack of these round numbers. You've seen them all as they went through the first time. And basically what we're going to do here, I'm flipping through them one more time so you'll have an idea of who everyone is. It's possible that I could have accidentally stacked a couple of them over with the main cards. And if I did, that's okay. They're still going to be able to be awarded the same way. Because what we will do is go to random.org. I'm going to type in left and right, very simple, and then I will use random 3 different times. The first 2 times do not count. It is only that third and final random that will make the determination. And of course, then it will go to either the team on the left-hand side of the card or the team on the right-hand side of the card, depending on what our dear friend Random tells us. Okay, so you can ignore this first one, ignore this second one. Here's our third and final. There you'll see 3 times our date and time stamp. It is going to the team on the right-hand side of the card. So I'm going to put the first one of these in a sleeve so that I can circle it and know where it is supposed to go for that whole stack. So Bills, Bills, Bears, Packers, Cardinals, etc. So we'll flip through them again one final time so you can look at the team on the right-hand side, make a determination as to which ones are coming to you, which ones are going elsewhere. In every case, it is the team on the right. And that way, since we do it as right and left, if I were to find one that I had accidentally stacked over with the main cards, it could still obviously be awarded the same way. Team on the right-hand side. Okay. Here, 250 rewards points, not once but twice. Replace 2 of our hits. If I can hit the right thing, I hit the wrong thing first. Bringing you along with me, I am going to copy all 32 of our NFL teams. Then we're going to head back over here to random.org. I'm going to drop them in here, paste them in there. We'll scroll through so you can see all 32 are in there. Because we have 10 or more items in our list here, I will hit random only one single time. Now we have 2 of those cards, so they're both the same points amount. So one is going to go to the team that ends up in the number 1 position, and one is going to go to the team that ends in the number 2 bidding position. So here we go. Good luck, everyone. And where are we ending up? The Dolphins and the Bears. So the Dolphins are going to take a 250 rewards point card home, and the Bears will take home the other one. Now, after all of that, we're finally ready to do a little recap here. How about that? Stanglover, you said there are 2 Nick Mullins Contenders autograph cards on eBay and buy it now. One for $199, one for $400. That is quite a variance, isn't it? And one that on auction format that's already reached 50 bucks. Really, I would think that Nick Mullins, I would not have thought it was a $200 card. It may end up being a $200 card. Who knows? I would have thought, though, that it probably would have hit at least 100, maybe 150, because I do really think it's his first one, the first one that I can think of anyway. Bears, 250 points by way of random. Dolphins, 250 points by way of random. Kiki for the Texans. Oh, we got to go verify these. Yeah. We're not done. I was like, did we get done early, didn't we? No, we didn't. I forgot to verify those. See, I told you. My head is all crazy tonight. Yeah, so wait a minute. Whoops. Oh, no, I'm hitting all kinds of the wrong buttons, bringing up my virus protection. We don't need that. We got to go here. We got to verify our teams. And then we'll find out what they're going to be numbered to at the same time. So let's just back up the bus here and get us to the right place. So what did I have of these? A rookie ticket RPS and 2 rookie ticket variations and then the veteran. So let's go do the rookie ticket variation RPS first. Okay. Rookie ticket variation RPS. Oh man, there's a lot of ways to go here. Did I go past it? Oh, hang on. Ticket, not stub. Rookie ticket. Where's the one that just says variation? I guess here? I guess just there. Is that right? I don't think that's right. That's not right. That's not where we're supposed to be. All right, hang on. I got to go back. Rookie ticket variation RPS. Why can't I see this? I guess here? Maybe there? Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay, so card number 115, Cortland Sutton. There he is as a Bronco, as we expected. It's an open edition, unnumbered. Card number 128 is going to be Kiki. And where are you? There he is. Texans, as we expected. And it is also an open edition. We'll next go to our Kyle Lauletta, which just says rookie ticket RPS. So I think we've, well, I guess he's in here too. Our card number 130. Yeah, so Giants, as we expected, also open edition. Now we need to find veteran playoff ticket autograph card number 4. Veteran ticket card number 4. Did I say playoff ticket? I think I did, didn't I? Yeah. So there's Gronk for the Patriots, and it will be numbered to 10. So one of our redemptions numbered, the other 3 appearing to be open edition, but Gronk here is not. So now we can go back to recapping, now that I managed managed to actually go do everything we said we were going to do. E-Fly, I know, we did bring you back with some good hits. I'm happy to do that for you. I'm glad to see you again, my friend. So Patriots to 10 with the redemption for Rob Gronkowski. The Broncos, Cortland Sutton, unnumbered. For the Texans, Kiki QT, unnumbered. For the Giants, Kyle Lauletta, open edition, unnumbered redemption. These are our numbered cards without autographs. The Ravens to 175. The Patriots to 175. The Bears to 175. Little cracked ice for the Steelers. Antonio Brown to 24. A Sony Michel to 75. Rookie of the Year contender. MVP contender to 25. Kareem Hunt. Number to 24, it is a cracked ice Aaron Rodgers for the Green Bay Packers. A little 1 of 1 came out for the Chiefs. A 1 of 1 printing plate for Tyreek Hill and the Chiefs. The Falcons, Matt Ryan to 99. AJ Green for the Bengals to 99. And Cam Newton to 49 for the Panthers. Now, our big stack of autographs. The Rams, the Bills, Buccaneers, the Ravens with that nice Lamar Jackson hard-signed autograph. The Cowboys again to 99. There's that handsome Baker Mayfield for the Browns. The Falcons, the Eagles, the Jags with a hard-signed DJ Chark. Raiders, the 49ers, the Bears, Bengals, Dolphins, Redskins. There's another hard-signed DJ Chark for the Jags. Tremaine Edmonds and the Bills, that one to 99. A cracked ice for the Ravens to 24 with Gus Edwards. The Buccaneers with MJ Stewart, Danny Etling for the Patriots. The Jets with Deontay Burnett. You have Denzel Ward for the Browns. Anthony Averett. This is one of the ticket stub variations. So don't follow my advice earlier and get it replaced because it got caught in the crimping machine. Nope, that's not what happened. It's apparently supposed to be that way. So leave it like it is because that's better. And it is numbered to 28. Anthony Averett and the Ravens with the ticket stub or whatever it's called variation to 49 for the Colts. The Cowboys to 25 with the Dalton Schultz. Another hit for the Bengals. There is the Packers with Marquez Valdez Scantling, and that was a hard-signed autograph for the Packers. Jaleel Scott is hard-signed for the Ravens. Then you have the Jags, which also have our little ticket stub edge there. That one is numbered, I believe it says to 76, oddly enough, but that's what it says. You have the Seahawks, the Bengals, Redskins, Eagles, Cardinals. This is in the wrong stack, but nonetheless, we'll take a look at it. It is numbered to 175 for the Texans. Should have been with our numbered cards. I messed up and stacked it with our autographs. Sorry about that. Jalen Holmes comes out for the Vikings. This is a hard-signed playoff ticket for the Bengals with Mark Walton's signature on it, numbered to 99. So the Bengals get a nice hard-signed numbered autograph there. Braxton Berrios for the Patriots, Dylan Cantrell Chargers. You've got the Dolphins, the Jets. There's Roquan Smith and the Bears, the Chiefs, the Eagles. To 24, a rookie ticket, cracked ice, Jair Alexander for the Green Bay Packers. The Vikings to 99. You have the Texans, the Ravens, the Cowboys with Dorrance Armstrong to 99. The Redskins. Then this handsome fellow, how about that hit? Saquon Barkley coming out for the New York Giants. And then you have the Chiefs, the Buccaneers, the Packers again, playoff ticket, Justin Jackson to 99. And here's that Nick Mullins. I just like this hit. I really do. Little Nick Mullins rookie ticket autograph hit for the 49ers. I think that's pretty cool. I do think that'll end up going somewhere between 100, maybe up to 150, maybe, I think. Rashawn Evans and the Titans, and then Naheem Hines, hard signed for the Colts, got things started tonight and finishes up our recap as well. So, I guess, yeah, that's pretty much our break for tonight. I seem to have hit the camera again. I apparently have hit the camera collectively, what, 3-4 times tonight? I don't know. I somehow am having issues, I guess, when I'm leaning over to get to the computer or something. I keep thumping into that. So, apologies for that, kids. Here's what you need to know in regard to shipping, okay? The paid shipping breaks tonight, which are Dominion and Contenders, should be on the way to you no later than Tuesday. If I can get it out to you faster than Tuesday, I will. Our free shipping breaks tonight, which were all of the jerseys, always project the free shipping stuff out to be a week after the fact. That just means it will go out no later than a week from today. It will probably go out sooner than that, okay? Consolation cards. If you were in one of the jersey breaks and your team wasn't pulled, your consolation card typically will be held and shipped with your next package. If you want it sooner, hit me up and let me know. If you got skunked in Dominion and did not pull a single card, your consolation cards will ship with the rest of the break since it's a paid shipping break. And, of course, every team pulled cards in Contenders because you just saw how many we looked at. A lot. The answer is a lot. The breaks that are coming up here in the days ahead. Tomorrow night, we'll open a 4th and goal football box. Got 4 autographed memorabilia items in it and a 12-box case of Optic football. Sunday, we're going to open a half case of TriStar Hidden Treasures autographed mini helmets. It's the back half of a case that we started a couple of days ago. We'll open a 3rd case of Leaf Ultimate Draft Baseball and a 2nd case of Contenders Football. Monday finds us opening Leaf Best of Football once again for case number 3, a 2nd case of Dominion Basketball, and an 8th case of Bowman's Best Baseball. On Tuesday, we'll open a double-header autographed batting helmet, which means there's 2 in there, an autographed full-size and an autographed mini batting helmet. We'll also open 2 Gold Rush autographed mini football helmets paired together in the one break. Another autographed football jersey, but this time it will be Leaf instead of TriStar, and a 3rd case of Contenders football on Tuesday night. On Wednesday, we'll open Leaf Ultimate Draft Baseball case number 4 and Leaf Best of Football case number 4. So that's what our days ahead are looking like. And it looks like I got a couple more chat messages here. Let me try to catch up on our chat before I close out for the night. And, okay, so Stang Lover, you said 4 Nick Mullins have sold, and 2 of them sold for $159 or above. Wow, so it may, like, outperform what I estimated, it sounds like. And 2 below that have offers, so, wow, that's cool. Oh, Tori, you're asking how to get into the breaks. Hang on one second here. Right up there at the top, that is my username on eBay, right there, Fleaburger. So basically, if you use eBay, I'm assuming you probably do use eBay. You can just go into search, and then if you go into advanced search, you can do a search by seller. And if you type in just my seller name there, Fleaburger, that you saw up there on the screen, then that should take you to a listing of all of my current auctions. And then from there, you can like go into my store and see them all, or you can look at them, I think, in like a typical list and sort it by sport, sort it by end date. I think you can do a lot of different stuff once you get into there. And Stang Lover, I know, right? How have you not been in Leaf Best of Football? Were you in any of that? You were in one of those, weren't you? I think you were. I mean, we've been pulling absolute fire out of Leaf Best of Football. They've been tremendous. I'm like super happy about that. And Stang Lover typed in also there my eBay info. So thank you, Stang Lover, for helping me out. I appreciate that. And Richard, the jersey for which? The baseball, the basketball, the football. We opened 3 tonight. I don't know which one you are asking me about. Oh, that's right. You did have the Cam Newton in one of those. That's right. That's right. I forgot. Because you were like rooting for somebody else, and then you were like, oh wait, I forgot I had the Panthers. That's right, I remember that now. Yeah. You should have that somewhat soon, I would think. I don't know. All my days roll into one. That has already been shipped, but I don't know when it went. Yesterday or day before. I don't know. Recently, anyway. Recently. Richard, the football jersey was the Cowboys. Football was the Cowboys. The baseball was the Expos, which again is the Washington Nationals. And then the basketball was a Duke University Collegiate, which goes to current team, which in this case was the Pelicans. So that's the recap of all of the jersey stuff. So guys and gals, that is it for me tonight. I thank everyone for joining me, spending part of your evening with me. We will be back at this tomorrow night. So hopefully I'll see you again then, or if not then, sometime soon. So take care. We'll catch you next time. Bye now.